Hey guys, AK James 762. It's AK47, The Grim Reaper, 2nd edition by Frank Ian Amico. I believe that's how you pronounce it, I could be wrong. This is an awesome book. I got this book as a Christmas gift last Christmas for my wife. Oh man, this book is great. You guys know how much I love AKs, obviously. You know, the types of firearms I show on my channel and everything. But this book is badass. It's over 1,000 pages. It's got so much information, and it's like this guy, I believe he may be ex-military, but he takes the time to use the correct terminology and all that stuff. He has a line of firearm related books. I actually have a couple of them. There's another one that I would like to get, but it's out of stock right now. That was actually published earlier this year. But this is the 2nd edition. The 1st edition didn't have as much information as this one. Basically, this is the 1st edition plus more additional information. This is a huge book. You can see by my hand. It's large. It's thick. Like I said, it's over 1,000 pages. It's got a dust cover. You know, it's got real nice texture on the cover. It's hardcover. It's got a little short biography of Mikhail Kalashnikov. The light, you probably can't see the text on there, but there is text on there. I'm going to go ahead and take it out of the dust cover. This flap has information on Mikhail Kalashnikov. The rear flap is about the author and a little short paragraph on like the different types of books he's written and things. But this book has so much information in it. It's got all the different sources and everything. Here's the table of contents. Here's other books that he's written. This one, The Mac Man, is actually the one that I kind of want, and it's unavailable currently. So 3 and a little bit on the 4th page. That's the table of contents. I mean, it goes over everything, the development of it, the U.S. Ordnance Department's evaluation of the AK. It goes over the German Sturmgewehr, which was technically the first assault rifle of the world. It's got a biography of sorts about Mikhail Kalashnikov, post-World War II versions of the AK. And it's got production factories. It goes over the different factories. Ishevsk, Tula, and Molat. It talks about the AK, first production, first, second, and third generation, the AKS, AKMs. That's got an entire chapter about the AK-74, AK-100 series. It's even got like experimental firearms in here, like the AN-94 that never really saw service, if you will. Then it goes into the other Kalashnikov designs like the RPK, the SVD sniper rifle. Goes into the Warsaw Pact, Soviet military aid program, all the different countries that were part of the Soviet Union. Goes into production of them outside the Warsaw Pact, like Iraq, China, Pakistan, North Korea, Yugoslavia, Croatia, Israel, Czechoslovakia, all these different, and it shows you like all the different designs from different countries, like how a country will take the AK platform and make it their own, and it'll go into like an explanation of how it's different and things like that. It's really cool. And then in chapter 12 it goes into United States, and it talks about the assault rifle, assault weapon ban, talks about post-ban AKs, changes to Title 18, and it talks about 922R compliance, AK Sporter rifle ban, post-Chinese AK era, Russian Sagas. Goes into all these different companies right here in the United States that make their own, make or import their own AKs, like Century Arms, Inner Ordnance, Krebs Custom, Lancaster, Nodak. And then it goes into magazines. It has a whole chapter on different types of magazines, how you can differentiate them, drums, different magazines for 7.62 by 39, 5.45. It goes into different types of ammunition, Russian, East German, and commercial 5.45. It goes into accoutrement, which means like accessories. Talks about suppressors, bayonets, night visions, scopes, sniper scopes, cases, pouches, magazine, chest rigs, all that stuff. It's awesome. All the pictures are black and white, except there's a chapter in the end. It even has, if you can see this, let me zoom in a little bit. It even shows you like the proof marks used by Tula as of 1950. So it's got some historical stuff in it too, which is pretty cool. Pictures of, you know, development in the factories, and it'll have one of these. It's like this is a factory brochure describing the AN-94. Like I said, that was the experimental rifle, I guess you could say, that never saw military service. And it goes into, as I was saying, it goes into how the different variants have changes in them as compared to the original. And then it'll have like advertisement type stuff like this. It's an awesome book. Goes into, like, this is the Romanian one. There's one with a grenade launcher, and it's got, you know, pictures of training and stuff like that. Gives you information about the changes in the degree angle that the gas blocks sit at with 545 compared to 762 by 39. Tells you, you know, this is they use more rivets on this one than this one. It's a really in-depth, really informational book. And if you love AKs as much as I do, you will love this book. It even shows you Chinese stamped rear locking lug of a Chinese stamped magazine is compared to a standard Chinese magazine. So there's even, you know, even different countries have different ways of making their own accessories and things, and it'll even point that out. And then I thought this was really cool at the end. You get, if I can find the beginning, you get chapter 17, The World of AK Rifles in Color. And it'll go through, and it has like almost every AK variant out there, and it'll have a color picture of it. So that's really cool. And then also, let's see if I can find it real quick. It's like a hidden thing. It's not in the index or the table of contents or anything, but there is a section in this book on the Veprs. It's very short. It's like 2 pages. Okay, I was able to find the section that had the information on the Vepr. It's in the section of assault rifle bands, and it goes from the Sega rifles, and it goes into the Sega shotguns, and then to the Vepr 12 shotgun. And this little paragraph and this paragraph, that's all the information it has about the Vepr 12 shotgun, but it has a few pictures, that's cool. If you skip a couple pages ahead, it talks about the Vepr rifles, just this little excerpt. So I mean, there's not much on them because they haven't been around for very long, but they may have been in their infancy when the second generation of this book was published. So that's probably why there's not much information on them. I would definitely recommend this book. It is definitely worth getting. It's kind of pricey. It's under $100, but it's kind of pricey. The original publication date was 2008, and then it was republished again in 2012. The 2008 one is probably the first edition, and the 2012 is this one, which is the second edition. But this is an awesome book. I can't rave enough about it. I've read this thing cover to cover. It is awesome. And Frank Amico did a great job with this book. And I do have another book of his that I've also read, and that one is awesome as well. So I mean, he seems like a pretty good author when it comes to firearm-related material. So I would definitely recommend this book. Those of you out there who are interested, I believe this is still on Amazon. Like I said, it's kind of pricey. I think it's like $70 or $80. But I mean, if you are a gun nut like me, and you really like AKs, I would go for it because you won't be disappointed. Thanks for watching, guys.